guys, so today we're gonna talk about the effects of social media on every relationship expectations. As we all know, people nowadays tend to make the relationship more public and not private. More people love the attention they get on social media about making the relationship public. It's like they're seeking public validation so that the relationship can be flex. Although social media may not be as bad as it seems, but if you purely base your relationship on it, it may go crashing down and never going back. However, people nowadays tend to put pressure on their partner because they do not experience what they see on social media. And that's how the relationship becomes toxic. So here we are in the group 2 about to tell you the definition, factors, problems, and solutions and advices about this topic. So without further ado, let us have on our topic.
Social media can affect all the types of relationships in both positive and negative ways. People can use social media to stay connected to long-distance friends and family members or improve communication with their partners, children, and healthcare professionals. In contrast, social media use can lead to less quality in-person time spent with loved ones and relationship dissatisfaction. These drawbacks may be related to pre-existing relationships, issues, or psychological conditions. Social media has allowed us to be more aware and engaged in the lives of those we care about, including our partners. We can more readily communicate with them and we can use their daily happenings and feel more connected. However, social media can impact mental health and relationships by making people feel upset with what they see or what a partner chooses to share. Social media has also made it possible for us to share our relationships with the world. This can be positive or negative. So, sharing too much on social media can lessen intimacy in a relationship, and sharing too little can cause others to question the authenticity of it. Finding a healthy balance between sharing too much and not sharing enough is important for a healthy relationship.
Social media may also negatively impact relationships. When you start comparing yourself to others, even your friends, solely based on their social media accounts, more claims that the social media can have a negative impact on relationships. For instance, some people might retreat from friendships because they feel insecure, because they worry that their lives are not as good as those of their friends. A portion of the reason why increased social media use has been linked to depressed symptoms is because of how it affects isolation and self-esteem. You could not feel good about yourself and be more prone to sadness if you're always comparing your life to the flawless portrayal others give on social media. Posting about some relationship on social media might cause self-esteem problems, but not all of them. If something is not posted on social media, people could feel excluded or assume they're not as important. More words. Relationship can suffer as a result of cyberbullying, which 23% of teenagers says they have experienced. This is true. Whether the bullies are directed at you or someone else. For instance, cyberbullying has been associated with the higher incidence of depression, both the victims and the offenders.
I'm Catherine Ann E. Masangkay, and these are the problems and negative effects of mass media on relationship expectations. Number 1. It fuels functional impairments. Substituting social media interactions for face-to-face communication may impact not only existing relationships but also the ability to form new relationships. Also, excessive exposure to disaster and negative news on social media, television, and other news outlets may trigger negative effects which may in turn contribute to mental health problems. Number 2. It decreases quality time and relationship satisfaction. Excessive social and mass media use can negatively impact quality time, create conflict, and reduce relationship satisfaction, whether the relationship is romantic or not. Number 3. Depression or anxiety over body image. Media influence may lead people to internalize patterns of physical beauty, resulting in dissatisfaction with their own bodies when they are unable to match up to these patterns. In the constant search for an ideal body, people may begin to develop risk behaviors for the development of eating disorders. Number 4. Normalizing violence and hateful behavior. Meta-analysis of unhealthy effects of media violence have shown that youth who view media violence on a regular basis are more likely to exhibit antisocial behavior, ranging from imitative violent behavior with toys to criminal violence, acceptance of violent behavior, increased feelings of hostility, and desensitization toward violent behavior with toys to criminal violence, acceptance of violent behavior, increased feelings of hostility, and desensitization toward violent behavior. This information is not applicable to everyone who views it, but imagine a young impressionable preteen that may think this behavior is acceptable. Number 5. Unfettered access to pornography. Exposure to pornography vitiates the learning habits of children and hinders their mental growth. Images which imprinted on the mind of a child at an early age often reflect on her actions, and this negative exposure propels a child to act out sexually against other kids. Also, pornography through internet or print media affects men's sexual stamina. Academics and some researchers suggest that pornography can turn you off from real sex and stop you from completing basic mental tasks. Number 6. Increased risk of obesity from inactivity. Improper health behaviors often prevail in the whole family. Obesity is observed in both parents and children. However, in the case of children and adolescents, it grows exponentially. Children aged 2 to 14 spend an average of 2.4 hours a day in front of a TV screen or a computer monitor, also on cell phones and other handheld gadgets. People are no longer interested in outdoor activities. Young people spend a lot of time in front of their computers, playing games and browsing the internet. But this does not involve physical effort, hence, there is no energy loss. Number 7. It provides an avenue for infidelity-related behaviors. Social media provides one route to behaviors that may be potentially harmful to romantic relationships, such as communicating with alternative partners, which can oftentimes create relationship conflict, breakups, or divorce. There is also some evidence that technology usage generally can interfere with relationships, potentially causing conflict and lower relationship satisfaction, even among married couples. Thank you.
Social media, if used sparingly, is not necessarily bad for relationships. Research has shown social media use can both positively and negatively affect relationships, depending on how it's used. For example, social media can contribute to an unhealthy comparison and unrealistic expectation for what relationships are supposed to be like, and couple may spend more time creating an image of who they are rather than focusing on the relationship itself. Social media use has also been linked to poor body image and depression, which can negatively affect relationships. My best advice about the effect of media on relationship expectation. For me, this is a big test in a relationship. because the suspicious of your partner comes in. If he talks to someone else and many others, but it depends on you and your girlfriend how you handle your relationship has nothing to do with social media. That's just up to the person. But you think differently even with a simple update, you will understand. For me, there is a good side and a bad side. On the bad side, that's where jealousy and suspicious come in, which starts fighting and you lose time with each other. On the good side, this is where you update your relationship. You know where he is when your friend visits you, and many others. So my best advice is to trust your partner.
So to summarize our presentation, social media got a wide effect or influence in every relationship nowadays. Especially people tend to be more touchy in technologies and mass media, like the social media, the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Telegram, and many more. As social media is a great way or a great help to every relationship for them to communicate and also express their love for each other, especially for those people who are in a long distance relationship. However, if you purely base your relationship on what you have seen on social media, that's when the problem began, and then that's where the toxicity in every relationship occurs. Why? Because you expect your partner to do the same thing as what you have seen on social media without even realizing that your partner has a different way of showing his or her love to you. And that's where you miss the little things, the efforts they do to you because you are purely blinded about what you have seen on social media, always saying, sana all. You know it's kind of weird for your partner to see that or hear that because they gonna feel that they aren't enough for you, that they are not doing the best they can for you. So that's all. I hope you